We are now hearing from local religious leaders about the push to pass a bill in Tallahassee that would basically make it a crime to protest, as we've been seeing with the Black Lives Matter and other rallies out there. Local 10's Alex Finney is live with more on this. Alex.
And so, Christy, we heard today from local leaders here in South Florida. They were talking exactly what you said there about this bill, HB 1, House Bill 1, the anti-riot bill of sorts, right? And so here's what we have. You have people in the Black community that feel as though this law, this bill is not equally distributed in terms of how people are treated, that Black people, almost as though there's a double standard as to how the treatment applies in terms of this law. For those, I want to give a background here that may not know, this anti-riot bill gives law enforcement the authority to crack down on protests, anything deemed to cause civil unrest, basically. And while we know the governor has made a big push with this bill, he was the one pushing this through. Others are yelling, think again. This is just not right, saying this bill infringes on people's right to peacefully protest, and it's not equally applied. Again, that was the main focus of this press conference here today. Leaders pointing out the disparities between how various protests, some here in South Florida, also drawing into focus the Capitol riots that we saw earlier this year, how different groups of people are treated depending on race, ethnicity, color. I want you to take a listen to what they had to say in their words, what happened today.
Stop the double standards. There is a double standard, and the law should have not been made on this wise if it's being administered on this wise.
That is the hypocrisy, right? Is the idea that one group can protest freely and another group is somehow criminalized for their protest, shows the hypocrisy not only in the law but in its application.
And so former state senator, we know with a new Florida majority, many know Dwight Bullard, he was here today and he spoke about this. He said the lawsuit has been filed, the injunction has been filed. They are working to fight this bill at every point here, just basically calling on the governor, what they're saying, to do what's right. This law should not be in place, feeling as though, of course, it quells the voices of the unheard. And that is really the battle here. Two sides of this story. Which one is the loudest, and that is what they're trying to put that out today, or trying to put that out today, trying to get that message across. So basically the bottom line is we will see what comes out of all of this, but they did say make sure that we get this story out there so that both sides are told, and equally at that. That's the very latest live in Liberty City. Alex Finney.